Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is reference experiences. Ooh, I heard this from a fellow I like to follow a lot, Steve Pavlina. He's kind of famous for personal development for smart people. That's his website or tagline, and I've been reading his stuff for years, and just a recent one was this reference experience idea, and I think that has a lot of merit for me and you, because what this does is it forces you to reflect on your own life and the good things in it. And like, if you've been watching my videos or read my website, happierman.com, you'll see I'm focusing on what I can do to make my life better, and I'm suggesting that you do that, and then as you're doing that, you're going to be affecting the people around you, the close people around you more. But this reference experience is when you do things that you like, that if you hit a big goal, if you get involved with something that really goes well for you, if you have a lot of fun, if you do something that, wow, that was something else, I didn't know I could do that, you keep track of that. This is your life, right? The kind of thing that you would, instead of waiting to talk to somebody about what you did, you talk to yourself about it, right? Because I guess you can all get the idea that, excuse me, a fire or something. You might not want to be bragging about the great things you've done all the time to other people. They may not appreciate it, right? But you could certainly be reflecting on what you did to yourself, right? If you've done good things that you consider, wow, I really enjoyed that, or I really did something kind of crazily great there. Talk about it with yourself. Reflect on it. You can make use of that experience to have more of that, to do that more often, to kind of up level your life. Meaning, well, I did it once, I did it then, why can't I do it again? Or I did that certain something, why can't I do something similar again? Do you see what I mean? You want your life to be this movie that's so interesting that you can just sit back and remember the stuff you've done and say, wow, that was really awesome what I did. I'm really happy to have done that. I'm really proud of myself that I was able to do that. It was unbelievable that I pulled that off. That's what you want as a life. You don't want to get to the end of the life and say, I really haven't done a darn thing I can even remember. Well, isn't that kind of ridiculous? Because we constantly were moving our lives forward. You want to intensify that moving forward. I think what you'll find is you'll make it even more real to yourself. It'll be even more real. I mean, I'll give you a few examples to get you going. I've had some hikes out in nature that were very, very challenging, very, very difficult to get to the end and make it back. But when you get, let's say you go somewhere, you see something, and you know that hardly anybody has seen this relative to the population. Now, maybe it's a trail that other people have gone on, of course, but if you think about how few people have the enough fitness and capacity to do that, you would feel good about it. That I can walk 4 miles out into the wilderness, see something incredible, and then turn around and walk back and make it back and make it back. Anything, any athletic endeavor like that, you ought to be filing in yourself as, wow, that's something else. If whatever sport you've played, and just say, wow, I'm really happy I did that. Like I played football, and I'm very happy to have played football in high school, and I'm very proud of it. I talk about my dissatisfaction with basketball, but football was very satisfying, and I reflect on that, and because I know that was in a very, very demanding time physically on me. And I know that I made it through that, and I can probably handle most everything else. So yeah, the athletics, and that's kind of the beauty of progressively weight training, and going on physical endeavors and being involved with sports, is the idea that you've done it, you've prepared yourself to do something, and a lot of people probably couldn't do that. Or even if a lot of people can, not that many can. You'll feel good about yourself remembering it. Not in the sense that you've got to talk about it with everybody, but you'll be talking about it with yourself. Okay? The physical things. What about making a living? Well, I think just the idea of, if you have a job, you can reflect on that as, well, I applied for the job and I got it. And now, no matter where you are in life, you know that you did it once, and then you can do it again. You see what I mean? Graduating from high school, graduating from college, graduating, getting certified in whatever capacity, that's a huge achievement, and you should celebrate it. And we do this, right? We normally you usually are celebrating these achievements, and it doesn't have to be that somebody else celebrates it for you. You celebrate it for yourself, right? Graduating from high school, you should be proud to have done that. Anytime you make some, academic advancement, you should feel proud of yourself for doing that. And you can't just discount this as, like, everybody graduates from high school. Well, no, they don't. You want to elevate your own life and keep track of all these good things you've done academically, on the job. Then sometimes you'll do things on the job that are, wow, that's pretty cool. You've got something accomplished, and you should keep track of these good things on the job. I would go as far as expanding your resume to keep track of all your accomplishments, and you'll have this master file of work things you've done that you can pick and choose depending on how your career goes, what you pull and make use of. But keep track of all those things. And keeping track of your own life should be the most fascinating thing you do, right? Not watching TV or watching sports. Keep track of your own life. There may be, like, say, social things you do, introducing people, meeting people that you really want to meet, having fun with people. Keep track of all that. It'll make your life elevate because you've elevated it yourself. Probably the biggest thing for men is your success with women, right? That the things you do with women are something you want to kind of keep track of as, wow, I really did something great with this girl, We had a fantastic experience. I had a lot of fun with her. I know she had a lot of fun with me, right? I think you'll find as a man that if you can keep track of these relationships and these experiences you have with women, that tends to elevate your life too. You kind of, well, I did well with that girl at this time. Why can't I do that again? That's your reference, right? That's the reference part. You know, you did something right enough to have this, to meet the girl and have this, you know, kind of crazy time with her. And it was a lot of fun for both of you and you both enjoyed it. So why wouldn't you keep track of that as a, wow, as a reference experience, that you're kind of a ladies' man in that sense, right? At least for that particular point in time. And just because you haven't done that recently doesn't mean you can't go back to that at some point. You understand what I mean? This is all a reference. You've done it. You did it before. You'll be able to do it again. On the other part of the reference, keeping track of the good things, is you may be able to extrapolate the good things you did in one area to another area, right? You exhibited confidence at work. Why can't you exhibit that similar confidence when you're going out on the town to meet ladies? You see what I mean? You did well at some sort of athletic endeavor. Why can't you extrapolate that to the next athletic endeavor? You see what I mean? All of these reference material experiences stack up into this very interesting life for yourself that you can reminisce your way to even more fun, even more adventure, even more of the good stuff in life. So I would give that reference experience and some serious considerations. Spend less time dwelling on the experiences of others, you know, through the TV, through the social media. Less time on that and more time on your own. Your life will just go through the roof. Now, you could probably, you know, do this social media wise, pictures of whatever, right? But I would save this. I would save the good stuff, the best stuff, for your own mind, right? For your own sake. I wouldn't necessarily brag to everybody about everything you do. For one, you know, they're busy with their own lives. For two, a lot of people, they may not appreciate where you're coming from, or they're either going to be unappreciative of, wow, can't believe you spent the night with that girl, she's too beautiful for you, or they would downplay it and say, that's nothing. It's not for them to decide what's nothing to you, right? You would decide what is something for you. So give that idea some thought. Start putting together your reference experiences. Your life will just start going through the roof with happiness. All for now.